What's up, everyone? Welcome to Now. Today I'm doing a breakdown on my daughter Alexandria's houses in her birth chart. Okay, let's just go on this because this is going to be a deep one. It's going to be heavy, and I'm learning along with you guys, just like I was last time with her planets. So this is cool. Thank you so much for providing the space. So my daughter's first house is in Gemini, as well as my wife and mine are in Gemini. So all of us are super talkative. Gemini is the first house, which is ruled by Aries. So Aries is very fast moving energy. Our second houses, Alexandria's second house is in Cancer. My second house is in Cancer. And Jazz's second house is also in Cancer. And Cancer is a planet ruled by Taurus, so it's the planet that rules stability and the energy. Like, that is a nice energy. That is a nice food. I am enjoying this conversation with you. The facilitator of enjoyment, of comforting oneself into alignment with pleasure, kind of. It's kind of interesting because it's definitely all about enjoying being here and now and being very conscious. So for second house in Cancer, people, we are very conscious about taking care of our loved ones and nurturing each other. Okay, so third house. Third house is ruled by Gemini, which it means it's the planet of communication. Third house is a house of communication. That's where we communicate through. My third house is in Leo. Alexandria's is in Cancer. And my wife's third house is also in Cancer. So once again, with communication, my wife and my daughter are going to be able to communicate well because, as we spoke last time, my daughter's Mercury is in Pisces. My wife's Mercury is in Taurus. And now we have even more evidence saying that they will communicate well because their third houses are also compatible. They have Cancers in their third house. So Alexandria, having Pisces and having Cancer in your third house, that means that you're going to be very emotionally aligned with yourself, and you're going to be able to communicate really well, and you're going to be able to project what you want to people very well, because you're going to come first and then you're going to communicate outwards with everything all the time. It's going to be very empowered. Okay, next we have the fourth house, which represents Cancer. Cancer is a planet of stability, the planet of my home. My home is sacred. My home is what I use to walk around. Crabs have their home on their back. So when they get tired of the world, they just suck into their shell, So their home is the most important. Home is the most important when you associate with the fourth house. You want to be in your house, and you want your house to express who you are. So me expressing myself through my fourth house in Virgo, I'm a neat freak. And I was thinking about it when we were talking about it right now. Like, I'm super into being neat. I want everything to be very neat. The more neat everything is, the better for me. Okay. Now for Alexandria, her fourth house is in Leo. So she wants everything to be beautiful. Like, you step into her house and you just feel like you just ate a bit into a winter mint, like, whoa, this place looks really pretty. That kind of vibe. A lot of frilly colors and stuff. Girly stuff, because she's a girl, right? Whatever. That's how that energy resides. Jazz, your fourth house is also in Leo. So you guys communicate having frilly stuff, having like tapestries, which we definitely get to get more of, babe. Anyways, So fifth house is ruled by Leo. So fifth house has to do with you showing your pride. Who are you? Fifth house is who are you? That's what fifth house does, okay? And Alexandria's fifth house is in Virgo. So Virgo saying who I am would be, okay, I am the type of person that is always very meticulous and I take care of every little detail, and every little detail becomes amazing. And because your sun is in Aquarius, that means that when you associate your fifth house with your Virgo energy through your Aquarian energy, your house is very structured and it's aligned, but it has a few quirks, and you like those quirks. Those are the quirks that make you you, and they make people happier to be around you. My fifth house is in Libra, so yeah, I'm really critical, okay? I like to break everything down and go really deep and pull up all that stuff and balance it out and then help to provide it for people so they can learn to understand themselves better. Jazz's fifth house is in Virgo. Okay, so her sun in Taurus and then her Virgo fifth house shows her as a person that is very regal and very respectable. Okay. Sixth house, we have Virgo. Sixth house is ruled by structure, and well, it's not necessarily complete structure, it's more like sixth house is more like, okay, so you have Virgo energy. Virgo energy likes to meticulously take things and take care of them. Virgo has to do with the gut, it has to do with the digestive system. It takes every little thing and it breaks everything down. So how do you break everything down? That's what you ask yourself when you look at your sixth house. My sixth house is in Scorpio, so when I break everything down, I go really deep. And Jazz's sixth house is also in Scorpio. So, and Alexandria's sixth house is in Libra. So, for Alexandria, when breaking things down, Alexandria, your sixth house is in Libra. My sixth house and Jazz's sixth house is in Scorpio. I already described that. So, Ali, your sixth house in Libra makes you... Okay, Libra is also... Let's just use Libra generally, because Libra is ruled by... Mercury is ruled by two planets, which is Mercury, which is Virgo and Gemini. So we'll just say sixth house. Your sixth house energy, for now we'll say that, is in Libra. And your Mercury is in Pisces. We'll go there too. Your Mercury is in Pisces. Okay? So you have sixth house energy, Pisces, Mercury. Okay? So your Mercury being in Pisces and your sixth house being in Virgo means that you have Mercury in Pisces and sixth house in Virgo. So your Mercury in Pisces and sixth house in Virgo, you're going to communicate outwardly being neat and structured. But Pisces and Virgo, you have Pisces in your Mercury. And Pisces is actually really messy. So you have a pretty funny little double negative vibe there. So you have a messy, clean energy. And then your sixth house is in Libra. So you have a messy, clean, kind of nitpicky energy, which is something you're going to step into when you get older. Definitely ask me questions, because I'm loving that. I would love to help you understand yourself better. You can communicate through mine and Jazz's Scorpio energy, which is going to probably provide more discomfort for you, because you have Libra in your sixth house. So you're going to question what we tell you and stuff. So it's going to be interesting and fun. And you're going to make it, I promise. Okay? Seventh house. Alexandria's seventh house is in Sagittarius. Seventh house is a ruler of balance. It's the scales. So Sagittarius ruling the scales says, it's just going to take advantage of it, honestly. It's going to take what it needs and then throw away what it doesn't. It's going to look at the scale and say, I want this and I want that. And that balance is cool. I'm keeping this and I'm going to grow. Sagittarius energy is focused on growth. Okay? So that's how you are with your 7th house energy. My 7th house? My 7th house. My 7th house is in Sagittarius also. So we both have that energy. Like, we'll take what we need to be able to suffice for our, we'll be able to suffice for everything. 8th house, Alexandria, your 8th house is in Capricorn. 8th house represents, it's that underworld, the scorpion, the god of Hades, the one that goes really deep, the one that's not afraid to study that dark version of oneself, the shadow worker. Okay, so my 8th house is in Capricorn, so I'm not afraid of this darkness. I live in it, you know, that's it. And your 8th house is also living in the darkness, so we survive and thrive there, so you can ask me whatever I want, like I said, whatever you want. But yeah, might not always have the perfect answer, considering Libra doesn't get too well with Scorpio. Yeah, your Libra 6th house won't really understand what I'm saying, but you will understand because it's like, it's a dark vibe. So it's dark and it's aggressive. So you'll get it, okay? Don't worry so much, you'll be fine. Okay, 9th house is ruled by Sagittarius, which is the planet of go-get-ems, man. It's the planet of growing, the planet of growth, effortless growth, just effortless growth, constant work. It's just like with like Capricorn, except it's fire. And it's not necessarily considering working. It's like considering what is the most fun thing to do. My energy goes up when I'm happy. It's like following your intuition. Your intuition would be ruled by Sagittarius. Okay, so your intuitive planet house is Capricorn, which means that when you think about stuff intuitively and you really want life to work out, you're gonna work into it. You're gonna work into thinking about what you like, how you want things to turn out, and how everything's gonna be. You're gonna meditate on it and all that awesome stuff. My 9th house is in Aquarius. So when I want everything to start growing, I'm just gonna start talking. And I'm gonna talk. And I'm going to explore myself in a more abrupt way, like making random videos, like challenging people to do stuff that I think that they'll probably do, but they might not. And if they don't, it's fine. And if they do, it's fine too. And it's just gonna be me interestingly doing that whole Neo thing with the guns, you know, and the Matrix, you know. I got people shooting at me vibes, you know, but it's fine because my energy is naturally attuned to being able to understand other people's wants and needs. That's how Aquarius is. They just try to attune themselves to everyone. Jazz's 9th house is also in Capricorn. Okay. Next we have the 10th house, which represents Capricorn's energy. And Capricorn's energy is work. So work hard and then you get what you want. Work hard, you play hard, okay? Mine is in my 10th house is in Pisces. So I work hard spiritually. And Ali, your 10th house is in Aquarius. So you're going to work hard socially. You're going to get to know people. Your energy when you see people and you talk to me, you're like, hey dad, look at this person. And then I'm going to feel that energy and I'm going to be able to understand why you're saying this. And I'll be able to reach out to you. And I'll be able to be like, hey, what's up? And then more than likely, the energy that you're associating with is going to be able to associate with me and the rest of our family. And it's going to be beautiful. So you'll be able to work really well with finding ways to create financial growth. Maybe possibly consider selling to people door to door, possibly. As long as there's someone there that has your back, like me, got you. Okay. And Jazz's 10th house is also in Aquarius. Okay. So now we got to 11th house now. 11th house has to do with that social structure, but it's okay. So Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, Anus, whatever, and Saturn. So it's working really hard to hold everything together. It's like the glue in society. It's the water bearer. What other astrology sign out there holds water and is air? That makes zero sense. But you see tornadoes, right? They suck up that water and they just toss it around, and they're carrying it, aren't they? So, you know, you have to like use your logical mind to think about how they're associating and how they're really working. It's a power. It's a true power. Okay. 11th house. Ali, your 11th house is ruled by Pisces. So to be able to associate with others, you're going to use your imagination. And just, you know, maybe imagine meditation, or you could imagine having superpowers or channeling, you know, you could do whatever you want. The more spiritual, the better with that whole placement. With Aquarius and Pisces. I mean, with 11th house in Pisces. Aquarius 11th house in Pisces is very spiritual, because Pisces is always led to the spirit. Pisces does not belong here on this earth, but yet they're here. Okay? But your 10th house, you get to work. You know, you get to work at talking to people because of Aquarius in your 10th, okay? So 12th house, the final coup d'etat is, Ali, your 12th house. 12th house, by the way, is ruled by Pisces. And Pisces, which is a spiritual sign, remember, that's the most spiritual one in the zodiac. Okay? Your 12th house is in Aries. So to be led to spirituality, you have to be really aggressive. And that's it. Okay? My 12th house is in Taurus, and Jazz's 12th house is also in Taurus. So to be led to spirituality, we're actually embracing it and letting it become us. We're the children that walk towards the light, you know what I mean? And then the light becomes us. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night and blessings.